our Father, the source of all blessing be with you all. My brothers and sisters, we are immensely happy that our dreams have been a reality today. We have gathered here for the blessing and inauguration of the Montfort Social Institute, a center for human rights and sustainable development education.
MSI is established in response to the challenges of nation building and a new emerging social order of independent India. It has evolved its vision, mission, goals and objectives in responding to the changing situation in the country in the spirit of learning organization. The approach is pedagogic and pragmatic. It is pedagogic in the sense that our actions are aimed at creating critical consciousness through action reflection process and eventually structural change in the system. It is pragmatic in the sense that it is through different and concrete programs that MSI tries to achieve this structural change, knowing that for a successful revolution or transformation, it is not enough that there is a discontent.
Montfort Social Institute, Center for Human Rights and Sustainable Development Education, flows from the heart of St. Louis Mary de Montfort, our founder, who made his choice very clear to those who decide to follow him when he said, "Those whom the world rejects must move you the most." It is this choice, revived in the 29th General Chapter of the Montfort Brothers of St. Gabriel, that called for an emphatic commitment to justice in the world. The 30th General Chapter, with its emphasis on networking and partnership, and the 31st General Chapter that revived in us our vocation to be authentic leaders for a greater brotherhood through our commitment to the protection and promotion of human rights, sustainable development and good governance. These form the foundational experience of the Institute. MSI has organized over 200 training programs on human rights, sustainable development, good governance and innovation for principals and teachers of schools and colleges, those in leadership roles, as well as for human rights defenders, grassroots activists and community leaders during the last 4 years. MSI has distinguished itself as a nationally known training institute on these issues, having organized programs thus far in 23 states of India. We are happy to announce that MSI has gone beyond the Indian shores to start a human rights education program in 6 schools in Dar es Salaam, in Tanzania, East Africa. MSI organizes national and international youth exchange programs for peace and understanding among peoples and nations on a regular basis. We shall soon launch a hands-on study of the impact of the Government of India's slum-free city scheme, Rajiv Awas Yojana, on the life and livelihood of the urban poor with the help of Hazard Center, Delhi. We have been doing a progressive study of the life and conditions of work of domestic workers in 12 towns where we work.
I wish to place on record my sincere appreciation to Brother Verghese, the director of MSI, and all his dedicated religious and lay collaborators for their vision and passion in translating into action the congregation's avowed commitment to the creation of a just and fraternal world. I'm certainly impressed by the extent of the services rendered by the Montfort Social Institute, keeping its focus on the children, women, and urban poor and the marginalized workers, drawing inspiration from the formulations in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the Earth Charter.
This center is I would say, the dream of Montfort Brothers of St. Gabriel for the past 30 years. And there are many people who are responsible for its growth, sustenance and development. I like to very particularly congratulate and thank Brother Verghese for this wonderful effort. I would say almost single-handedly he has built this center up. So my congratulations and good wishes go with him, and also my good wishes to all those people who are associated with this center.
To my heart, it is no selfless service and zeal of its founder director, Brother Verghese, and his team. My association with Brother Verghese goes back to my training days when I volunteered to work in a village in Latur which was hit hard by earthquake in 1994, causing a great deal of suffering and devastation. I met him in a relief camp organized by him and other NGOs and was deeply inspired by his zeal, commitment, and compassion. This association has continued and deepened over years into a friendship that is based on shared dreams of doing our bit to create a more humane, just, and fair society. A society which gives equal opportunities to all, and especially to the marginalized groups, to build a life of dignity and freedom. That I see the enormous potential and significant role of Montfort Social Institute as a catalyst for change and a strong champion of human rights through its various programs on education, training, advocacy, and action research on important issues that concerns us all. Let us all pray and commit to contribute all our talent, all our knowledge and resources to strengthen this institute. May it become a world-class institute for safeguarding and promoting human rights. I, on my part, will always remain its lifelong associate. Let us also pledge today that we will uphold human rights of all within the confines of our houses, our workplaces, and all our interactions and relationships.
And both begin to grow. The Montfort Brothers St. Gabriel, currently working in 33 countries, are also gradually making a shift from welfare-based approach to the rights-based approach, also making a move towards a rights-based education in all their institutions. For your information, 60% of our institutions are in rural areas, giving vernacular education.
Montfort Social Institute is born out of a call of the Divine Spirit to respond to the contest of our times that offers immense opportunities for humanity to be a global family, thus to live in solidarity and mutual support. And yet, we constantly encounter grave instances of poverty and deprivation, violence and injustice, and depletion of resources that threatens to render the earth barren. Montfort Social Institute is a small step by the Montfort Brothers of St. Gabriel to respond to these very situations credibly and creatively.
They are doing a great service in the field of promoting and defending human rights and securing justice to the people. I must congratulate the brothers, and particularly Brother Verghese, for establishing and running a social institute of this nature, which is probably a pioneer institution in the field of protection of human rights. To guarantee dignity of the individual. That is, we are determined or duty bound, pledged to guarantee the dignity of each individual. So when you guarantee the dignity of each individual, and when you secure to all citizens justice, social, economic, and political, you are upholding human rights.